Hey guys, today on Tandy Outdoors, we're going to be testing out my hammock and the rain fly I have for it. It's a bug net hammock, and I've had it for a few years, and I used it one time. It was actually in a big storm, and it went pretty well. But I'm going to test it out in camp here in the backyard tonight, because this weekend we got a good video coming for you guys. But I'm not going to spoil it yet. So here's the hammock and the rain fly, and they pack all nice and small. We're going to go set it up in the backyard and sleep in it tonight. Get a good test run. All right, guys, I got everything here set up behind me, all laid out, taken out of the package for my hammock setup. I have my hammock itself. This is the one with the bug net. And then it's got its two black cords to hang it. And these bungees are actually for the bug net. I'll show you how that works in a second. But first, you gotta get the rain fly up. And to set the rain fly up, we need to find a tree that is the right distance apart. So right now we're gonna try these two trees right here and see by laying it out on the ground if we think it's wide enough. There's four corners to this, but it's not actually set up like a square, it's more like a diamond. And each corner then has a wire. So this is going to be plenty wide. We'll see if it works. Yeah, I think it'll work. They're a little bit wider than I would want, but I don't have anything right here in the yard that's closer. And these two here, if you lay the tarp out, it's a little bit too close and the tarp doesn't fully extend. The first step we want to do for this hammock setup is to do the rain fly first, and then we'll put the hammock up underneath. Next step is to get our hammock underneath. Now these ropes are set up with one loop on one end and like 5 different loops on this end. So what we want to do is go around the tree, take the end with 5 loops and go through the one. Five loops goes through the one. Now it's really important when setting up your hammock. I learned this the hard way. You're supposed to put your foot end about a foot higher than your head end. That seems like, why would you want the blood rush in your head? But it's not, because you're cradled. And the issue is, if your feet are lower, you slide up to go to bed at night, all of a sudden you slide to the middle. You scooch back up, slide to the middle all night long. So I'm gonna put my foot in about a foot higher and see if that helps. Because I know a couple years ago when I did this, I did not know that, and I slid to the middle the whole night. here's the setup. We got the rain fly staked on both ends. Now the hammock's in between. Now if you get in this hammock right now, you're gonna have a bug net right in your face. So to fix that, we need to use these bungees. And I'm gonna show you how to do that now. So to take care of the bug net in your face problem, they have these bungees that come with hammock. And once you get one of these, you're supposed to hook it to this loop that's a part of the hammock, and then come up and around the tree. And then if it's far like this, you can hook it like that. If you're really close, you can actually hook both hooks to it and go around the tree. But now we're just gonna repeat that on the other side, and it's gonna lift the net up above. Okay, I got both sides strung up. So now this is what it looks like inside. And it holds the bug net way up next to the roof, away from you. So when you come in here, you can sit down and the bug net won't be all over you. Now I am gonna try to sleep in it tonight, even though I'm just in my backyard, because this is a test and we need to thoroughly test the gear to make sure it's gonna perform for the upcoming video. But I'm gonna try this air pillow. I'm gonna blow it up now. And I don't want it all the way firm because I've used it before and it makes your neck hurt because it's like rock hard. But if you leave a little bit of air out, it's kind of squishy like a regular pillow. And I'm gonna see if I can turn it vertically in the front because, you know, horizontally it's too big, it'll stick out. So I just got it all blown up and I left it squishy. And I'm gonna put it in like this and slide it in. This bug net is a lifesaver. If you don't have one of these, it just doesn't work. At least here in Wisconsin, can't camp without the bug net. But they do sell bug nets that actually slide over hammocks. So if you own a hammock that doesn't have a bug net, you don't have to just go buy a new one. You can buy for a pretty cheap thing, a bug net that slides over, and then you have a zipper. And my uncle and cousins actually got one and they really liked it. So you guys could look into that. It's almost like sleeping on a boat because it like rocks you to sleep. I think I'm gonna get my blanket and get things situated so that I can lay down and go to bed tonight. Okay, for now I got the just the blanket and the sleeping bag in there. And I'm gonna try that tonight and then see how that goes. But right now, I'm gonna take advantage of being in the yard and having the house there. And I'll get something to eat and then get ready for bed, and then I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, I'm all in, situated for bed, and I'll update you guys in the morning on how it goes. Hopefully I can make it all night with no issues and sleep well. Well, good morning, guys. I made it all night in the hammock outside here. It was comfortable. It's definitely a big deal to put the foot in, a foot higher. You don't have to worry about sliding. And yeah, it was really nice. I would say it's better for back sleepers, and I sleep more on my stomach, but it's alright, I may do. If you guys like my hammock setup, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned, because there's a big adventure coming up with this hammock.